EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the Broncos getting the road victory. So they'll look to take the season series now here in Denver. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Mike 9, hey, we got a seal. No chance.
On third down, Wilson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And that'll bring up fourth down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
All day, baby, let's go. Let's go.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
49.
First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Let's go.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Let's go. Pick it up, D. 49. 49.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Bang L. Ricky. Mike 9. Let's go, Heavy.
Now Wilson.
What you got, Heavy?
This one swung out to Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Broncos had 5 and 11 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull it from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 33. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson.
We want it.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Left pass. Seal. We got a seal.
Now Wilson.
Check 25.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Shift.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is, we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as...
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Jeff Wilson, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Chargers 14, Broncos nothing.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Here we go.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They go play action with Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taken in at the 22. A good head-down running on the return, gets about 15 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Back. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Mike's 49. 60 Bobcats.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Here we go, G.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Out to the right here to Wilson. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Look that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Isaiah Spiller with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Wilson's throw here caught by Mims. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They go play action now. Wilson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll air this one out for Mims. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime, intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
From the 30 on second down, Herbert flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Herbert gets this into the hands of Allen. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, 60 yards. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for Denver. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things?
He's by himself, Keenan Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this? And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers will take over here just shy of the 30. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch that, watch that, watch that. 49.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Chargers first down.
49 is the mic, 49 is the mic.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Check three.
Herbert on 1st down now. And that one complete downfield to Allen. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, 39 yards. And the Chargers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it is 42-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback, and the ball will come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Coming this way. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Kill.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to claw one back. Extra point by Marr, up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Let's go, fellas.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, where their defense has really struggled. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action, it's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Come on. Sack. 70 Timberwolf. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins from 21 yards away. And the Chargers are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Tight end left.
Fournette, a first down carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Wilson to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defense.